Hello, this is Liz with Stamp It on the Rock. Today is Lunchtime with Liz, episode 3. Glad you're here with me today. So this is the card that we'll be making today, right? It's cheerful, it's happy, this is going to be fun, okay? So this is what we'll be making. The stamp sets that I'm using. This one is called Textures and Frames. This is a stamp set that is free through the celebration promotion going on right now. So Textures and Frames. And then the words I'll be using is from this super cute stamp set called Counting Sheep. And each of these with a $50 purchase, you could choose either one of these stamp sets for free. So basically it's the textures and frames. The words are coming from Counting Sheep, but you could use whatever words you want. But this is the stamp set I'll be using here mainly. Okay. And let me go through the supplies that I'll be using. The ink colors I'll be using. Let me move this aside. The ink colors are Blushing Bride, Polished Pink, Misty Moonlight, and Mint Macaron. Okay, those are the 4 colors. And then I'll also be using Stays On Black. And I know you can't see this real well anymore. It's well loved. And this is Memento Black. Let me just tell you the difference between the two. Some of my stamps that I'm using, let me show you here. These textures and frames are photopolymer stamps, and it is suggested with photopolymer stamps to use Memento ink. The Stays On ink will stain on these stamps. So Memento ink is better with the photopolymer. And the Counting Sheep stamp set is a rubber stamp, and that is better with the Stays On. Can you intermix them? You can for what we're doing here, but I'm going to use both of those inks. Okay. Other little things I have here, a clear block. I use the little mini dimensionals just because the word on here is smaller, so I put mini dimensionals behind that. And I'll give you my cards, the cardstock that I'm working with here. So I'm using, this is my card base, this is the white, basic white. And this one, typically I'll do my cards so that they are horizontal and they open from the bottom up. This one I'm doing from the side. So what I'm going to do is take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, hold it vertically, and cut at 4 1/4 inches so that you end up with the card this way. Okay, we're going to have it go that way. And then I'm using a black piece of cardstock, which is 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4 is the black. I have a white piece of cardstock that is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then I have a tiny little piece of Blushing Bride, and this is 3/4 of an inch by 2 inches. 3/4 of an inch by 2 inches. Okay. So we're going to go ahead with this piece here. Remember, this white is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 inches. I have my clear block here, and I took the 2 stamps I wanted. This is just a circle stamp. This is a solid one. Because they're photopolymer, I can see through them. I'm just using the same block. I'm going to grab my Memento ink here. Hope you guys are doing well today. Again, if you like what you see, leave a comment below. Give me a thumbs up. If you have questions about something, feel free to ask. And I'm just stamping random circles. Remember, you always want to go straight down, straight back up without rocking your stamp. If you really like something you see, please feel free to share. Just hit the share button and share this video other places. I would greatly appreciate that. Let's share the fun with lots of people. There we go. I'm going to leave it just like that. Okay, we got our circles. Let's clean that off right away. This scrub pad here, fantastic for cleaning your stamps. If you don't have one of those, grab one of those Stampin' Scrubs. Let's cover this up. Sorry about that. And then we're going to start using all of our ink colors here. We have Blushing Bride. Let's open that up. I'm just going to take off this back one. Okay, so Blushing Bride. Ink that well. And just going to go through. Let's do this. And we'll clean that off. And I start with, when I'm using multiple colors on the same stamp, I start with the lightest color first and then work my way to the darker colors. So let's do, we did Blushing Bride first. Now I'm going to use Polished Pink. So let's ink up Polished Pink. And I'm just going to do one there. It really is going to depend how many circles you put on it. So each one you do might be a little different than the last one. Let's close that up. Make sure your ink pads, like this looks like it's closed and I thought it was closed, but remember, make sure you hear, listen. Make sure you hear that snap or it's not really closed, and then your ink pads can dry out quicker. So when you close them up, make sure you hear a snap. All right, we're going to move on to Mint Macaron. I just want to make sure that we're not mixing any colors here, so I'm just going to stamp this and get rid of any excess colors. Okay, Mint Macaron. I'm going to take that and do this here. And let's see, we'll just do that on that one. Clean that off. We'll get rid of that. Heard a click. Moving on to Misty Moonlight. This is a great blue color. Okay, let's ink that one. And then I'm going to go right here. This is kind of fun stamp set. Don't worry about it getting exactly. If you notice here, look at this. There's the black outline and that pink is a little bit splattered outside. The green here is a little bit, that's okay. That's fine. It's fun. Okay, clean that off. We're going to get rid of that. What do you think? Do you like the color combination? Again, the colors that I used. Blushing Bride, Polished Pink, Mint Macaron, and Misty Moonlight. And do you know where I get these color combinations? When you're not sure of color combinations, and you want, just trying to think of something. Look what I did. Let me show you. I went through the holiday mini catalog and looked for some paper that I like. And this one is the Whimsy and Wonder. I love this color combination. So look at this. Polished Pink, Blushing Bride. There's Mossy Meadow, Mint Macaron, Misty Moonlight. I just took out the Mossy Meadow because I felt like that would be too dark against the black circles. But I used the other colors here. Polished Pink, Blushing Bride, Mint Macaron, Misty Moonlight. So go through and look at the different colors of pattern papers that are in the catalogs. And even if you're not using that paper, look for the color combinations that you like. So it's a great way to get some color combinations when you're just not sure what colors to put together. All right, so that's it. And then next thing I'm going to do is I want to stamp my words. So I'm going to grab my StazOn. I'm using the words, "You're amazing." Somebody needs to hear that from you. So let's do that. And I'm going to stamp that right on here. There we go. Not exactly sure who I'm sending this one to yet, but we'll see. And it's just like this, and you can leave it that way, but I'm going to take my scissors and just hand snip. Just like that. All right, let's go ahead and assemble. Flip this over. I'm using Stamp and Seal. Again, pull back, snap, pull back, snap, and I'm just putting a little at the top, little at the bottom. If you get to the point where something is not like coming, go ahead and stick it on to where you already have adhesive and put it down on there and pull up. And that will get your tape running again. All right, I'm going to lay this down on top of the black piece. Normally I do a full 1/4 inch of each of my layers, a full 1/4 inch difference in my layer. This time I didn't. I just did 1/8 of an inch because I just want a really, really thin black border around there. So this time between the white piece and the black piece, it's only an 1/8 inch difference. I'm going to do that. I just ripped my paper a little bit there, but that's okay because that's going to go on the bottom. All right, so let's go ahead and put this down. Okay. And then I have the You're Amazing, and I'm using the little mini, they're little mini dimensionals. Put that on the bottom back. Love, love, love dimensionals. There are regular size white dimensionals, there are regular size black dimensionals, and then there's little mini ones. We're going to take that and just put that right there and check it out. And there's our card. Card making does not have to take you forever. It can if you want to get more involved in something, but that one was pretty simple and quick, and you could knock out a whole bunch of those cards all at one time. Oh, I think my You're Amazing is going down a little bit, so maybe what I can do, I can just pull it back up, and we're going to stick another one underneath this. Look at this. I'm going to put this on here. Nobody's ever going to know the difference. But I'm noticing it's a little crooked, so we're going to put it up. And there you go. Okay. So there's Your Amazing, and there's your card. Hope you like that. And like I said, please hit share if it's something you want to share with someone else, or if you have a question about something, put that below. Any comments, thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate that. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.